Spark Books here. Today, I'm going to explain the book Spy the Lie by Philip Houston, Michael Floyd, Susan Carnicero, and Don Tennant. Take care, enjoy the book, and have a nice day. Spy the Lie reveals the typical strategies that liars use to try to deceive you, as well as the tools to help you detect them. This book draws on field-tested methods for lie detection developed by former CIA officers, which helps to spot the signs of a lie and ask the right questions to uncover the truth. Key idea number 1. Complex and non-universal communication makes interpretation difficult. Last lie. Probably recently. We lie 10 to 20 times a day. However, we're terrible at detecting lies. How? How do you tell? Can't. For several reasons, we struggle to accurately understand others' speech, making it hard to spot lies. First, we struggle to focus on both spoken and nonverbal communication. We communicate in two ways, verbally and nonverbally. Since our worldview shifts between visual and auditory, it's hard to identify others' communication styles. Thus, when talking to someone, we either listen carefully or observe their body language for information about their intentions. Unfortunately, we can't accomplish both at once, thus we overlook important parts of people's communication. Second, behavior might have numerous reasons and be interpreted in different ways, making communication challenging to decipher. When your conversation partner looks away, what does it mean? You may think they're lying because they can't look at you. They may also be rude or lack the self-esteem, confidence, or social sophistication to make eye contact. How do you tell? Can't. Key idea number 2. Humans can't objectively identify lies due to prejudices. Have you watched a football game with a rabid fan? Cheering, yelling, and cursing were likely. How did they see field events? They undoubtedly judged the referee's calls by how they affected their favored team. The lesson: biases affect your decisions. Biases are skewed, non-neutral views of events. Biases are hard to prevent since they come from our experiences and ideas. Your football fanatic pal thinks he's being honest. The referee's call and your friend's biased reaction show these biases to an outsider. Bias and lying. Biases determine trustworthiness. Thus, we assume certain people won't lie. One 13-year-old girl accused the leader of a California satanic sect of assaulting 60 children. Naturally, the cult leader denied it. Despite the Satanists' denial, everyone believed this girl was telling the truth until she was interviewed by one of the authors and acknowledged everything was made up. Why was she believed? Because her storytellers thought tiny girls were more trustworthy than Satanists. They missed her lie because of their bias. The lesson: biases affect your decisions. Key idea number 3. Truthful behavior can hide lies. As you've seen, humans are bad at detecting lies. Lies also utilize deception. Knowing how they do this helps you fight their manipulation. To answer to these remarks, say, "I've heard this about you," then inquire, "What happened during that exam?" Only this answer important. When detecting lies, you must ignore true behavior. Liars often take advantage of our prejudices and replicate true conduct to get past our barriers. They do this by mixing lies with reasonable information. As a teacher, you accuse a student of cheating on a crucial exam. They may say, "I'm honest. Cheating would damage my studies." Right? Eventually, you'll think it sounds like something you'd say in the similar situation. Because we tend to trust individuals, people give us reasons to trust them. We can avoid this trap by ignoring truthful behavior while deciding to believe someone. For instance, direct and spontaneous answers to your questions aren't always good. They may be well-prepared liars imitating truthfulness. That student's response, though convincing, is immaterial. Cheating, not jeopardizing their studies, is the issue. To answer to these remarks, say, "I've heard this about you," then inquire, "What happened during that exam?" Only this answer important. When detecting lies, you must ignore true behavior. Key idea number 4. Liars avoid lying by not responding to inquiries. Do you solemnly swear or affirm that you will speak the truth, the whole truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God? Is a common U.S. court drama question. By not answering, people lie by omission. When challenged, liars may repeat or reinterpret the question, stating they don't understand or alluding to previous assertions. They avoid lying using these methods. If people don't provide information, there's probably a reason. We'll discuss this oath's 3 categories of falsehoods in the future sparks. Lies of omission involve the complete truth. Since they're indirect, they're the easiest lies to tell. Lies of omission involve leaving out key parts of a story. Lying involves omitting incriminating details. If someone does something on a work trip that could land them in trouble, they'll gloss over it when telling family and friends about it. To avoid lying, they may generalize their story. Fortunately, qualifiers like essentially, probably, usually, or primarily can reveal falsehoods of omission. When asked about their business trip, someone may say they primarily stayed at the hotel and focused on their presentation. What else did they do? By not answering, people lie by omission. When challenged, liars may repeat or reinterpret the question, stating they don't understand or alluding to previous assertions. They avoid lying using these methods. If people don't provide information, there's probably a reason. Key idea number 5. A liar may use details or their good name to cover up their lies. Lies of commission violate the Speak the Truth pledge. If you're aware, you can recognize all 3 forms of falsehoods. Liars commit commission lies to avoid telling the truth. To make their lies more plausible, they add details. To conceal the truth, liars may provide excessive details about an occurrence. If you accuse somebody of stealing, they may reveal a lot about why they're innocent. But I couldn't have stolen that money. The 35 bus took 12 minutes to get me home after working until 3:45. Dressed-up lies are another approach to make a lie more plausible. Lies may include swearing to God or addressing you sir or ma'am. The final falsehood is nothing but the truth, so help me God. Influence falsehoods are the strongest. If a liar has no facts to answer your questions, he may try to persuade you of his honesty. If you suspect someone of stealing from your firm, they may say, "I'm an honest person with a reputation to keep. I'm retiring after over 50 years here. Why steal and jeopardize my pension?" Because they sound plausible, these influence lies are potent and hard to detect. If you're aware, you can recognize all 3 forms of falsehoods. Key idea number 6. Lying stresses the body. Consider a childhood lie you had to tell. How'd it feel? Did your head throb? Cold, sweaty palms, and dry mouth. You may have started nervously shifting your feet to stay calm. Why? Lying to damning questions increases stress, which activates the fight or flight instinct. This powerful instinct rapidly prepares your body for danger. Its roots are deep in the brain and cannot be turned off, which is why youngsters run away from uncomfortable situations. Lying activates hands and face. Stress draws blood away from our hands, nose, and ears. This makes these places itchy and chilly, and we instinctively scratch or massage them. As a child, your palms sweated when you tried to lie. Liars also shift their anchor points, such as the hands, feet, and buttocks, to calm themselves. CIA interrogators use swivel chairs to highlight anchor point changes. You're lucky they weren't there to catch you lying. Key idea number 7. You can tell if someone is lying by their timing and frequency. You now know how to recognize liars. Can you spot a liar? Almost. A person's body language doesn't necessarily indicate lying. Thus, while we cannot become a human liar detector, we can catch a few lies by looking for the correct indicators. Now that you can see fraud, the next sparks will teach you how to ask questions to get someone to confess. Deception detection is imperfect. Human behavior and communication are too complex for generalizations such, "His eye twitched, he must be lying." Deceptive actions may have been benign. Some people sweat profusely because they're scared, not because they're lying. Liars' actions still reveal their deception. Clusters of deception clues can be used to spot lying. Clusters indicate deception. For instance, if you ask a youngster if they did their homework and they respond, "Why don't you trust me?" with their eyes closed and feet shuffling, they may be lying. These indicators alone are harmless, yet together they're deceiving. These clues must be caught within 5 seconds of the question. After 625 to 750 words, the child's brain will likely have moved on from the accusation, so you won't get these subtle signs. Thus, while we cannot become a human liar detector, we can catch a few lies by looking for the correct indicators. Now that you can see fraud, the next Sparks will teach you how to ask questions to get someone to confess. Key idea number 8. Ask neutrally and listen to suspects. Think of the last Freudian slip you made that disclosed your unconscious motives. When lying, liars can accidentally divulge their secrets. You want the question to cause a dishonest reaction, not your delivery. If you anger someone, they may sweat or shuffle, which are signs of lying. You won't know if they're lying or about to hit you. To catch a liar in this trap, pay close attention to their actual answers. Lies often reveal the truth while contemplating their response. Truthfully, I cannot answer that question again, and I don't see why you keep asking, a suspect might remark. I gave you a plausible answer. Unbeknownst to our subject, the words truthfully and plausible show he knows he's lying. To employ hints, you must first learn how to extract them from your topic. Ask specific questions. An ambiguous inquiry like "When did you leave work yesterday?" and "How did you arrive home?" gives the subject additional wriggle space to answer. Thoughts are 10 times faster than speech. Keep your inquiries simple to avoid giving your subject opportunity to fib. You should also pose inquiries calmly and neutrally. You want the question to cause a dishonest reaction, not your delivery. If you anger someone, they may sweat or shuffle, which are signs of lying. You won't know if they're lying or about to hit you. Key idea number 9. When you suspect a falsehood, don't make the liar repeat it. Nobody likes lies. How should you react if you think someone is lying? Confront the liar. If so, what's next? First and foremost, avoid confrontation. To be confident someone is lying, you need them to collaborate and give you the truth. If you instantly point out a logical error in their assertion, they will be extra cautious and less inclined to collaborate. You may never discover the truth. Instead, politely probe. Avoid repeating questions when you do, because repeating a falsehood makes it easier and harder to detect. Lies become simpler to repeat when liars repeat inquiries, contrary to popular assumption. For instance, if someone says they smoked marijuana once, they've taken illegal substances. If you quickly inquire when, where, how much, or with whom, they may see you as an adversary and defend themselves. Worse, if they've lied about their marijuana use, this line of questioning merely lets them repeat their story, making it simpler for them to lie about other things. Allowing them to adjust their tale by saying, "Okay, well then what else have you tried?" is smarter. Key idea number 10. Coax the liars to reveal more than anticipated. Most people lie badly. We know it, therefore we try to make the best of lying. If a liar ultimately offers several specifics about his story, study each detail in reverse order since the last detail is given most reluctantly and most likely to undermine his strategy. A liar will expect questioning about his game plan, of which facts he'll admit and which he'll lie about. A liar will only offer you information that supports his story if you follow his game plan. A bank robber can expect queries about his movements, vault access, etc. He usually has an answer. Therefore, ask for more information to disrupt his game plan. The liar is more likely to give you hints when he changes his strategy to answer your questions. How? What else? Or how do you know that's true? Can show that withholding information will be tough. Bait inquiries might make a liar examine the repercussions of his game plan. Might your old employers see that differently? This inquiry implies you may contact their employer, interrupting their game plan. Expand your focus when your subject provides information. If a liar ultimately offers several specifics about his story, study each detail in reverse order since the last detail is given most reluctantly and most likely to undermine his strategy. Communication is too difficult to detect every falsehood. Lie detection is possible. If you see several little indicators in a short time, that individual may be lying. Asking precise questions and seeing your subject's reactions might help you separate truth from lies.
To view more content like this, subscribe. Don't forget to like and turn on notifications. The channel really benefits from it. I appreciate you being here.